Lacey Lee, RV newbie here. Now I know those of you that have been following my journey the last 6 or 7 months have said that I'm no longer a newbie because I've already driven from Vancouver, Canada down to Mexico. However, I still feel like a newbie because 6, 7 months into this, and I still see that there is a lot of things that I don't know. I didn't know that I even needed to know. For example, if you watched my video last week, I've come back to Canada and I decided that I'm gonna park Freya for the summer. I wanted to park her in one location so that I could get back to work, figure out my finances, and more importantly, figure out how I can make money and do more traveling. I'm new at this. And I'm sharing a lot of my struggles, a lot of my challenges, because I know there are a lot of people out there who are just like me. I had no idea that the RV parks would be booked over the summer. This is all new to me. I never traveled in an RV when I was a kid. I've never been immersed in this lifestyle at all before 6 months ago. So I didn't realize that this industry was such a big industry and that finding a place to park would even be an issue. The second problem that I had was price. High season is May till October. These parks were ranging in price from $900 as high as $1,890 for a month to stay in an RV park. I was in tears. I was in tears and I broke down and I shared that video. I've had to, despite some hard times, despite some struggles, I've had to figure shit out. And that is something that when you live in sticks and bricks, you just take it for granted. And I'll be honest, I took a lot of that stuff for granted. Thanks to social media and some friends, I have found a beautiful place to park my RV for the summer. Now, one of the problems in Vancouver is that it rains a lot. My friend owns about 10 acres of property and the ground is very muddy. I chose to build a bit of an RV pad so that I wouldn't have to worry about my trailer getting stuck in the mud. I also had an option of boondocking or dry camping. There was no electricity, water, sewer, anything here. And in order to make myself a little bit more comfortable, I did choose to run some power to my rig. There's well water coming in, but I am gonna have to deal with my own black water. Today's video, I'm gonna share with you how I turned this incredible space into a home for the summer. I really hope you guys enjoy. Well, it's been a tough couple months finding a place, but thank goodness for friends. Welcome to my new home for the summer. Got a lot of work here to clear out space. It'll keep me busy, but it's gonna be amazing. The gentlemen that live in the house on the property were kind enough to offer to help me out in exchange for some beers. Thankfully, it is a farm, so they've got a tractor and some other tools that really made this job a lot easier. I've got to clear away all the blackberry bushes and figure out how to get water and power. Of course, I had to drive the tractor because I've never done it before, and I really did want to make sure that these guys were not doing all the work. It feels super rewarding to know that I've put in my own sweat and tears and done a lot of the physical labor on this place. Didn't think when someone said you can park on my land, I wasn't thinking about the actual land. It rains a lot here in Vancouver. We needed to make sure the ground is solid, that I'm not gonna get stuck. I'm not gonna sink into the ground, and I just didn't really think it would be this much work. I really have learned so much at this job. Now that I understand what you're doing.
Well, you'll see it in a minute. Well, we're checking for level, right?
Yeah.
So.
Perfect.
Put a spring line on it and see where the ground is.
54. I'm having some rocks delivered for the RV pad and needed to make sure that we had a couple inches of depth and that the area was level before they came and dumped the rocks. Thank goodness for social media. I had an acquaintance that is a landscaper connect me with someone that deals with rocks, and I was able to get some 3-inch minus delivered for the base of my RV pad. A little bit bigger rocks, and had to use the tamper to tamp down everything and make it even. Later that day, I had another dump truck come and deliver road base. This was a much smaller, finer rock, and same thing, had to use the tractor to even everything out and the tamper to tamp in the rocks and press everything down flat and tight. Really thankful to have a lot of help on this. I've got some great friends and I'm enjoying the weather, getting a good tan, and we should be finished this tomorrow. I'm really proud of myself for doing so much of this work, and I'm really proud of myself for reaching out and asking other people to help me too. I can stand back and look at this place that I'm going to spend the next couple of months and say, I did this, and that's fucking awesome. A couple of my friends all kind of pooled their talents and came together to help me get power from the house. It's not as simple as just plugging the RV into an outlet and running power. They had to rewire it to get 30 amp service, and then I ran 200 feet of heavy duty industrial cable in order to power my RV. And water turned out to be a pretty simple fix. I'm not going to be drinking this water as it is well water and not recommended to consume. I just got a very cheap 200-foot extension cord and connected it to my city water tank on the RV. Look at what this place used to look like. I can proudly say that I have created a really cool, amazing space to spend the summer. I did. And despite my struggles and tears and hardships the last several months, I have learned and I have grown and I've become stronger. The RV life has changed me mentally, emotionally, and physically. Look at what I did. Look at what I helped create. This is my home. This is going to be my home for the next few months. And I'm so proud.